Hathaway friends. I hope everything's going okay. I really miss each and every one of you. I cannot wait for us to get back to school so that we can all get back to work. Today I have a procedural writing assignment for you. This is pretty fun. This is where you get to show me something or tell me something that you know how to do. And you're going to tell me step by step. So what's a procedural text? A procedural text is something explaining or how to do something, or a set of rules. When do we use it? Well, we use it if you want to give someone directions to something, or if you want to tell them how to do a game, or write a recipe, write out rules, do all those scientific experiments that I know your teachers have been posting on YouTube. You can write down all of the steps that you do in order to complete that project, and that could be your procedural text. Or you can show me how to do something. I love learning new things. So when do we use a procedural text? We already talked about that. So what are the parts of it? What make it up? Well, you need a title. You have to tell me what it is that you're going to teach me how to do, or tell me what you're going to show me how to do. That's the most important part. Then you have to do the steps. It could be step 1, step 2, step 3, or it could be first, then, next, last. Either way, you have to use transition words in a procedural text. Otherwise, I don't know when to begin, when the middle is, and when it ends. You have to tell me what ingredients or materials to use. For example, if you're going to cook, you have to tell me what products to get. Otherwise, I don't know what to make. If you're going to show me how to clean your room, what products or materials are you using to clean your room? Are you using a vacuum cleaner? Are you using Lessel wipes? Are you dusting? Are you using a wet rag? How are you doing it? And the last thing is you need a conclusion. You have to end the story. You have to put closure to it. And in that final paragraph, you could be describing special tips that you give. Maybe you have a secret that you use, a special ingredient, or maybe a safety warning. For example, when I show you how to wash my hands, I tell you be careful of the hot water. Hey Hathaway friends, we're in Mrs. Mason's bathroom. So what I'm going to do is show you a really quick video about how I wash my hands, and then we're going to turn that into a procedural text. First, I have to go find a water source. Here, you see my sink, I have 2 handles. So I'm going to turn on the cold water first, then the hot water. Check the temperature. I don't want to burn my hands. Okay, I wet my hands, then I use my soap. Some people use liquid soap, some use bar soap. Then I'm going to get it nice and lathered. And as Nurse Christy says, I have to sing the birthday song twice. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear you. Happy birthday to you. Now you can see it's nice and lathered up. Now I rinse off all of the soap. Then I turn off the hot water, and I turn off the cold water. I take my towel. Some people use towels. Some use paper towels, like we do at school, right? So that is the end of Mrs. Mason's video. Okay, so now that you've seen me wash my hands, I'm going to show you now how I turn that video into writing. So on the screen right now, what you see is a 3-paragraph essay talking about the steps that I use and go through to wash my hands. What you see is, first, you're going to see that I put a title on it. Then you're going to see that I have an attention grabber right here to try and get your attention and get the reader to read my paragraphs. It says, how do you wash your hands? So I want to get your attention. you're going to see that I also have an opening paragraph. And then what happens is, then I get into the body of it. That's this area right here. And that tells you all the steps that I go through to wash my hands. Some of the things that I want you to notice is that I do use transition words. I have the first step is to go to a water source. This could be your kitchen or your bathroom sink, a hose, or a water pump. A water pump. I wonder what that is. Well, if you notice, I gave you a picture. Picture cues are always awesome. Feel free to put some pictures into your procedural text for me. Then it says the next step is to turn on the water. My sink has 2 handles. So I have to turn on the cold water first, then turn on the hot water, check the temperature because I don't want to burn my hands, right? And then if you notice, as I continue down my essay, guess what? I have transition words. The last thing that I want you to work on is a conclusion. Do you see right here I have a conclusion? I end it. The final step is to wipe your hands on a towel or paper towels, like the ones we have in school, right? We use those all the time. And then I give you some helpful information like, don't forget to not touch your face, or, remember to wash your hands maybe after you go to the bathroom or before you eat. So I give you some additional information. And that's what I want you to do. So, how are you going to start? So, how are you going to begin? Well, first you got to choose a topic. It can be anything you want. I want you to either show me how to put together a puzzle, maybe how you do your coloring, how you tie your shoe, how you clean a room, how you make something. It's all up to you. You get to tell me step by step how you do something. Then when you start, after you choose your topic, then I want you to remember to use transition words, to remember to do an attention grabber, and how to write a conclusion. Remember, when you write your conclusion, that's just telling me some helpful hints. It's letting the reader know that you're all done. My kindergartner friends, my first grade friends, my second grade friends, all of you can do that too. Just wrap up your story so that I know that I'm all done reading and you're done giving me all new information. Okay, Hathaway friends. So we've talked about what a procedural text is. I've shown you a video on how I wash my hands. I've shown you how I've turned those steps into a 3-paragraph essay. It is now your turn. I would like for you to send me your procedural text. Like I said, kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. All of you can do this. I want you to send it to smason@newbedfordschools.org and I will respond back to you, and I can't wait to see what you come up with, and I cannot wait for you to teach me something new. Fantastic. Have a fabulous day.